Close your eyes. Imagine for just a moment, someone out there right now is whispering your name into the silence of the night. Not out loud, no, but in the silent language of longing. They are not just wanting you. They are asking the universe for just one chance to love you. Feel that this is not your imagination playing tricks. This is not a fantasy. This is reality bending around your state of being. You see, you're not the one chasing love. You are the one being called into love. You are the one they dream about when they feel incomplete. You are the answer to their silent prayer. And the only thing required of you is to believe it, not someday. Now, you must act as though this moment is already overflowing with the evidence of their desire. Walk as if someone, somewhere, just begged the heavens for you. Smile as if their heart beats a little faster every time they think of you. Sit in stillness as if they just whispered into the night, "Please, give me one chance to love them, just one," because that's what's happening. There is no distance, no delay. There is only you assuming that you are already what they want. And in that assumption, the entire universe bends to reflect your certainty. Stop looking to the outside for confirmation. It will always follow, never lead. Lead with your inner world. Lead with the feeling that someone is waiting for permission to love you. They are not ignoring you, they are waiting for alignment. They are seeking you in their own quiet way, and you are the one who makes it real. So act like their love is certain. Speak like their heart has already chosen you. Move like your name is written in their every breath. Live as if the universe has already answered their prayer with you. You are the operant power, the one who decides, the one who declares, the one who assumes, and therefore the one who creates. Nothing moves outside of you until something moves within you. The outer world, with all its circumstances, people, and shifting conditions, is nothing but a reflection of the state you occupy inwardly. You do not have to wait for permission. You do not have to earn worthiness. You do not have to seek validation in the eyes of another. You were born with the authority to create reality, and that power has never left you, not for a moment. It is not reserved for the few, the chosen, or the lucky. It is yours. Always has been, always will be. To understand this is to awaken. To embody it is to become free. Because the moment you recognize that it is not about what they do, what they say, or what they choose, but about what you accept as true, everything changes. You are not a victim of the past. You are not at the mercy of chance. You are not waiting for the stars to align or for someone to finally realize your value. It is your assumption that sets the pattern. It is your inner world that forms the mold. Reality simply echoes the shape you give it. What you feel as real becomes your world. What you persist in imagining must come to pass, not because of luck or magic, but because that is the law of your being. You are not a participant in someone else's creation. You are the creator, the author, the cause. When you begin to see life through this lens, you no longer ask, "What's happening out there?" Instead, you ask, "What am I assuming in here?" Because you know everything flows from that inner movement. Your belief is not a weak wish. It is a command, a decree that reality cannot help but fulfill. You are not trying to control others or manipulate outcomes. You are stepping into the truth that everything is responding to the state you dwell in. And in that knowing, you no longer fear delay, rejection, or confusion. Because you understand, there is no one to change but self. And the moment you change self, the world rearranges to match it. This is not about effort. It's not about force. It's about acceptance. Acceptance of your own divine authority. Acceptance of your role as the one who moves the unseen forces that shape the seen world. The operant power is not somewhere out there. It is you, now, always. Once you know that, you'll never live the same way again. Live in the end, not in hope, not in waiting, not in longing, but in the full, rich embodiment of the wish fulfilled. To live in the end is to carry yourself as if it's already yours. It is to feel now what you once reserved for the future. It is to rest in the knowing that what you desire is not coming, it's here. You do not beg for what already belongs to you. You do not question what is certain. You do not chase what you are one with. Living in the end is not a performance, it is a state of being. It is the quiet confidence, the deep inner stillness that says, it is done. You no longer look for signs or clues, because you are the sign. Your state becomes the evidence. When you live in the end, you stop reacting to appearances. The 3D world no longer dictates your truth. You do not adjust your faith based on the shadows. You remain rooted in the light of what you've already claimed. You see beyond what is. You touch what is not yet visible. You walk in the unseen with the certainty of one who knows. Living in the end requires no struggle. You don't need to force outcomes or convince anyone. It is effortless because the state carries its own momentum. The more you embody it, the more the world bends to reflect it. People shift. Circumstances rearrange. Time collapses. Not because you are trying to make it happen, but because you already are the one who has it. When you live in the end, you are no longer in a relationship with desire. You are in a relationship with fulfillment. You are not reaching forward, you are resting within. You are not separate from your desire. You are dwelling in the version of you where it's natural, normal, complete. This is the power of imagination. To assume the role, to wear the feeling, to inhabit the life that reflects the reality you've chosen. Not tomorrow, not when something changes, but now, here, in this moment, not because you're pretending, but because your inner world leads. To live in the end is to let the world catch up to your assumption. It is to abandon the waiting room of someday and step fully into the atmosphere of already. It is to feel the relief before the change, to feel the love before the text, to feel the success before the opportunity, because you know, once you live there internally, the rest must follow. They are manifesting you too. While you sit in silence imagining their love, they are somewhere longing for the very essence of you. Maybe they don't know your name yet, maybe they do. Maybe they can't stop thinking about you, or maybe they're trying to forget and failing, but make no mistake, they feel you. They are calling you in ways they don't fully understand. They are asking for the exact love only you can give. You are not the only one imagining. You are not the only one dreaming. You are not alone in your desire. Just as you close your eyes and feel what it's like to be loved by them, they too are wondering what it would feel like to finally hold someone who sees them the way you do. You are not a one-sided wish. You are a mutual answer. Every heartbeat, every breath, every moment, they feel something's missing. They are tuning into you. Every time they question why no one else feels quite right, they are reaching for the frequency where you exist. It's not your job to figure out how they'll find you. It's your job to know that they are. In the silence of their own thoughts, in the privacy of their own longing, they are speaking to you without words, through energy, through emotion, through the unseen. They're asking the universe to send someone who feels like home. And you are that home. This is why you must never assume you're the only one doing the inner work. You must never believe the story that you are wanting something that doesn't want you back. That story is rooted in fear, not truth. The truth is, love is always mirrored, desire is always echoed. You are the fulfillment of a desire just as much as you are the one desiring. You are the manifestation of their need, their healing, their awakening. The image of you, your voice, your energy, your presence is being called forth by them, even if they don't know how to name it. So trust this unseen dance. Feel into the invisible connection. Know that while you sit in faith, imagining their love, they are doing the same in their own way. You are not chasing them. You are aligning with their call. You are moving in response to their pull. Just as you have asked, so have they. And the beautiful part is, neither of you needs to know how. You only need to know it's already unfolding. Reversal of roles is the secret doorway into your power. It is the moment you stop being the seeker and become the one sought after. The shift is not external. It doesn't come from a message, a gesture, or a change in someone else's behavior. It comes from within, from the decision to flip the script in your own imagination. You stop asking, do they love me, and begin to assume, how could they not? You no longer wonder, are they thinking about me? You know without doubt that they are. That they're replaying your name in their mind, that they feel the weight of your absence and the light of your presence. The moment you make this inner shift, everything begins to align with that version of reality. You were never meant to chase. You were never meant to wait outside the gate of someone else's affection, hoping to be let in. You were meant to remember that you are the source, that the love you crave is already yours the moment you claim it. When you reverse the roles in your inner world, you begin to embody the version of yourself who is chosen, adored, longed for. This shift isn't about arrogance. It's about divine certainty. It's about stepping into the feeling of being the one who lights up their world. It's no longer about looking for signs. They become the ones looking for you. You're not watching your phone for a message. They're checking theirs, hoping to hear from you. You're not rehearsing how to win them over. They're praying for a chance to show you they're enough. Reversing the roles is not pretending. It is aligning with the deeper truth. You are not incomplete without them. They feel incomplete without you. You are not the echo. You are the voice. You are not the reflection. You are the light. The moment you let go of being the one waiting and step into being the one awaited, your reality begins to follow that inner declaration. When you walk through life as if someone is loving you from afar, dreaming of your return, yearning for your presence, the universe listens. And the version of them that matches your new assumption begins to emerge, not because you forced it, but because you finally saw yourself as worthy of being chosen. The reversal of roles is the sacred act of becoming the magnet. It is no longer about being good enough for them. It is about knowing that you are the one they asked for before they even knew what they were seeking. Let go of doubt, not by force, but by awareness. Doubt only arises when you believe the outer world has more authority than your inner state. It shows up when you forget that your assumption is what leads and the physical world only follows. Doubt is not your enemy. It is just the echo of a mind trained to believe in appearances. But appearances are not truth. They are only reflections of your past state of being. You are not meant to war with doubt. You are meant to see through it. You are meant to stand in the middle of silence, absence, and delay, and still choose belief. Not belief in the 3D, belief in the unseen reality you've already claimed. The moment you planted the seed of desire and assumed its fulfillment, it began to grow. The moment you felt it real, it became yours. Doubt only clouds the vision. It never stops the process unless you give it power. Letting go of doubt is an act of love. It is not passive. It's powerful. You are not pretending when you choose faith. You are returning to the natural way of creation. Doubt is the illusion. Faith is the truth. You are not meant to feel safe because of evidence. You are meant to feel safe because of knowing. Because of the unshakable conviction that what you imagined has already been set into motion. You do not ask the sun to rise, you know it will. In the same way, your assumption will unfold, not by your effort, but by your alignment. When you release doubt, you allow the current to carry you. You stop interfering with questions like when and how, and you sink into the freedom of it is done. To let go of doubt is to surrender to your power. It is to finally breathe. It is to finally relax into the truth that What is yours cannot be missed. That what you've imagined in love, in wholeness, in connection, is already forming in the unseen. You are not lacking clarity. You are not missing anything. The only thing ever standing in your way was a false voice whispering, what if it doesn't happen? But what if it already has? What if your only task now is to know? Not hope, not wish, but know. And in that knowing, the noise of doubt fades, because there is no room for fear when you remember who you are and what you've already created within. Feel their longing, not from desperation, but from deep recognition. You are not the only one who desires. You are not the only one who imagines what it would be like to be held, to be chosen, to be loved fully. Somewhere, whether in silence or in sorrow, they are feeling the ache of your absence. You are not imagining that you are wanted. You are tuning into a real, living frequency that already exists. Their longing is not always loud. It may not show up in obvious words or bold actions, but underneath their distractions, beneath every quiet moment they spend alone, there is a whisper of you. There is a pull in their soul towards something they haven't yet named, and that something is you. Their longing is a call, a soft but persistent energy, reaching out through the unseen. You can feel it when you close your eyes, when you still your mind, when you breathe and simply allow yourself to receive. Feel it. Not to chase it, not to fix it, but to join it. Let yourself melt into the awareness that you are being drawn into their world. You are being felt. You are being missed. You are being seen in ways they cannot explain. This is not fantasy. This is alignment with a deeper truth that cannot be heard with ears, but can be felt in the heart. There is no need to search for them. They are already searching for you, not always in places, but in feelings. They are searching for the comfort you bring, the peace your presence carries, the love that flows naturally from your soul. Feel that. Sit with that. Let it rise up in your chest as if it's already happening, because it is. Their longing is the bridge between you. It connects your worlds before words are even spoken. It binds your realities through feeling. They are not cold, they are not indifferent, even if their outer actions seem distant. Their inner world is alive with your memory, your energy, your imprint. You are the answer to their question. You are the warmth they can't find anywhere else. And the moment you stop needing proof and start feeling the truth, the connection deepens. You're not waiting to be wanted, you are already wanted. And that longing, that beautiful ache they feel for you, is the very force pulling your worlds together. Act from fulfillment, not lack. The state you occupy is the script you hand over to reality. When you act from lack, you confirm that you do not yet have. You speak, move, and exist as though something is missing, and the world must mirror that belief. But when you act from fulfillment, when you breathe from the knowing that your desire is already yours, everything begins to align without effort. And that's where our value. Fulfillment is a state, not a reward. It is not earned by doing more, trying harder, or waiting longer. It is chosen now. It's the silent, sacred decision to feel full before there is any reason to walk in the energy of completion before the physical reflection shows up. When you act from that fullness, your actions are no longer desperate. They are not rooted in fear. They carry the fragrance of peace, of certainty, of quiet joy. You are no longer seeking love. You are radiating it. You are no longer asking for attention. You are embodying worth. You are no longer proving your value. You are standing in it. The world cannot help but respond to that state. People feel it without words. Circumstances shape themselves around it without force. Life begins to reflect the self who knows it is done. You do not need to visualize every moment if you can feel the truth of the end now. You do not need to say the perfect words if you're rooted in the energy of being chosen. Fulfillment becomes your language. It shows in your body, your tone, your silence. You are no longer reacting to appearances, because you are living from the invisible reality that you've already created. Lack begs, fulfillment allows. Lack doubts, fulfillment trusts. Lack looks around for evidence. Fulfillment knows that the evidence comes after the state, not before. So you move as if the answer is already here, because it is. You shift your posture, your expectation, your rhythm to match the version of you who is already living the life they once dreamed of. You stop needing things to change because you have changed. You stop waiting for signs because you are the sign. When you act from fulfillment, you are no longer hoping. You are no longer reaching, you are simply being. And that state of being calls forth everything your heart has ever asked for. Assume their admiration, not from arrogance, but from truth. Feel deeply and consistently that they see you through eyes of wonder, that when they think of you, their heart softens, their breath catches. There's a warmth in their chest because your presence, even in thought, stirs something sacred in them. You are not trying to impress, you are not trying to be chosen, you are simply allowing yourself to be seen as you already are, worthy, magnetic, unforgettable. Admiration does not begin with them, it begins within. It begins when you see yourself through the lens of love and reverence, when you no longer wait for validation but live from the inner knowing that you are admired, chosen, cherished. The moment you accept that you are the object of their affection, not someday but now, everything in your external world begins to adjust. You are not imagining a fantasy. You are stepping into a state that already exists. You are tuning into the frequency where their heart recognizes your value, where their soul remembers yours. You are not wishing for their attention. You are allowing it. You are not trying to earn their love. You are assuming their devotion as natural, inevitable, effortless. In the stillness, see their face light up at the thought of you. Hear them speak your name with a smile they can't suppress. Feel their admiration as something steady, unwavering, and deeply real. Let it rise in you, not to fill a void, but to reflect the truth that has always been there. You are the one they adore. There's no resistance when it feels natural. There's no attachment when it feels familiar. You're no longer performing a script. You are returning to a reality that has always belonged to you. So now, let go. Let go of the doubt, the timing, the questions, the need to chase or prove. Everything you desire is already yours the moment you assume it. You are not waiting for them, they are aligning with you. You are not asking to be chosen, you are realizing you already are. You are not reaching for love, you are living from it. Stand in the fullness of who you are. Feel their longing, hear their silent prayers. And respond not with fear, not with effort, but with knowing. Knowing that your imagination is the real substance. Knowing that your inner world is the blueprint of your life. Knowing that it is already done. Walk now as the one they dream of. Breathe now as the one who is already adored. Live now as the one who is no longer waiting, because you are the operant power, and everything is already responding to you. Thank you.